So, welcome, day 25, and welcome to this live ingredient drop. My dear friends, it's a pleasure, as usual, to have you here. It's an honor that you spend your time with me, and I thank you very much for being here. As you can see, the bot has started to work. I'm not quite sure how many bugs it still has, but it works. The orders work, which is nice because now you can go in there and check the test scores, the taste scores, get the links. Later on, now that I know how it works, I will add a few more commands like hey Nimmerländer, hey Thunderlog, hey Yarnukov, everything. So we're going to get a few more commands done, like get the latest video, where's the link to the latest video, and so on, like taste report, ingredient drop, and so on. And we're getting one step closer with that to the I don't know how to call it, like you get the reward points for watching the stream, and the reward points you can then use like for betting, for playing a little games, or just for voting ingredients, memes, and so on. So people who watch longer have more decision power, but they have to spend their points. Like you can decide, for example, okay, I pay 10 points on garlic and 20 points on potatoes, and then you lose 30 of your points, and we get a ranking list of ingredients that are wanted by the viewers. One step closer to the Stew MLM. Yeah. So that's that. I worked a bit in my kitchen to get it nicer and better and everything, but it still looks a bit destroyed. And I screwed up because I had one of those things. Well, let me show you. This thing here to hang stuff. I just got that, and I didn't know how strong that adhesive is, and I realized too late that I did it the wrong way. Now everyone looks to the back instead to the front, which is kind of annoying because I have to fiddle everything like this instead of just putting it in, but such is life. And the adhesive is so strong that I can't get it off now, and I think that if I get it off I won't get it on again. Well, I got the whole kitchen a bit nicer. That's basically what I wanted to share with you. Moving one step closer. Yeah. Now, that's why the little rice cooker is here, not because we're cooking rice, but because I'm preparing to have everything on space every time, so that I don't have to think about where to put something, but I want my kitchen to have nice spaces, and wherever it is supposed to be there and stay there, and that's it. So I'm also sorting out all the cupboards and everything. Like I've had stuff in there for like 2 or 3 years that I never touched, and I thought, well, now that I cook, maybe it's time, to do it properly, to decide what do I need, what can I throw away, and so on. Just a moment. Let me mute my main computer so that we don't get some sudden messages. There we go. And now let's show you. Let's get a good view of the stew. We're a bit too close. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I need to get something done with the lights. Sorry. This is still There we go. Let me give you a little view. We have this much in there still, like one level, and there's quite a good chunk of solids in there. Just so you know and see. That's still the bone. You can see got quite a lot there. So you can see the marrow. Well, and with that, we are going to do something a little bit special today, okay? Uh-oh, Stu-Man, the cooker went out. Is that intentional? Yeah, it didn't went out. Just so you know, for the new ones, it's blinking because the sensor isn't in. So it says, hey, this is a message that it's underneath the programmed temperature. Now I'll give the sensor in again. You will see this clamps up. I think I've programmed it to 75 or something. I don't know anymore. And now we'll stop blinking, and yeah, you see, now it stops blinking. It tells me, hey, okay, we're back in the correct temperature. And yeah, it is kind of dark. It is, gotta admit, absolutely. There we go. Today, we're going to have a bit of a special again. Today, we're getting an episode of Made from the Stew. Man, I've never noticed that before. You learn something new every day, yeah? Well, usually it's not really that visible because I have different angles, usually. So today, we're going to do a little experiment. I am going to make a Made from the Stew episode. That's why I added so much kraut recently, because this time, instead of going, I want to keep the solids in as long as possible to see where it goes. I'm going to use them on purpose to cook. That's my idea for today. Usually I let them in as long as possible to see, like, oh, it's starting to get bitter. Okay, let me use honey and let me use this and that and let me try how I can work with it. Today we're doing the opposite. I put so many solids in on purpose, knowing that I wouldn't eat them all, because I wanted to have solids to work with and to cook with. And in a moment, I will let you know, just a moment, and I will let you know what we are going to cook with our nice little thing. Yeah, I'm just making sure. I found like pots in my cupboards that I haven't used in like 2 or 3 years or more. And now, I mean, they are clean, but you know, I don't trust them. Like, who knows what the airborne stuff has brought onto them in a cupboard, like after 2 or 3 years. And yes, I cooked that little. I just had my main pot and my main pot and my main pan, and that was it, and I didn't need more. So now I'm getting all back into the system. Great. That's nice. That's good like that. We are going to make, oh, we moving, yeah. Solid stew, always rinse anything sitting in cabinets for too long. Yep, that's exactly what I thought. That was my thought too. And now let me show you. There we go. What are we going to do? We will test something. I hope that the German is good enough for you guys to understand. There. I hope you know what that is. Strudel. We are going to make a Krautstrudel with potato and kraut and everything. Yeah, strudel is the woodel. And we're going to use the solids of the stew for the strudel. And because I saw that, I wanted to try something else too. This is another kind of pre-made whatever stuff. D-O D-O-U-G-H. Dove. That's like Burek. And I have no clue. I don't know. Like, is this going to be good or not? I don't know. I have never tried it, okay? I have no clue. Absolutely no clue. Just let me experiment around. I hope it tastes good. But we'll see. It sounds incredibly good. We will see and we will try. That means today we are going to sieve that, strain it. We're going to strain that stuff nicely again. There we go. Yep. There we go. Ah, wait, video, not photo. There we go. Yep. We're gonna turn that off for now. We're going to strain it. Take out the solids. Stewman, do you know this opens the door to Stew Pizza one day? I mean, yes. Yes, but I don't think pizza would be good. I mean, it depends. True, depends on the ingredients we use. We could do something like a tomato soup style and then make a sauce out of it and use the sauce. True. Well, we'll see how it goes. Can you see it? I hope you can see it somewhat well. There. I also got already a bit more experience with all of this here. Wait, give me a moment. Just want to make sure nothing happens. Just like a minute. So, stew pierogi, yes. Pierogi was something I also looked up to test for the solids, but I couldn't find finished dough or anything, and I really wanted to have something simple. And that's why I went for this strudel, because I found finished teig. What is teig? What is dough? Is it dough? What is the right word for this in finished? There we go. You guys can see. Yeah, you can see somewhat. The camera can see it too. Great. There we go. There we go. Then we place it like this. Can you guys see it? Yes. I don't know, I like doing it this way because then it loses all the fluids faster, way faster. This is clean, this is clean. This is nice. Let's cut that out. I will put this aside for now. There we go. And instead, just make it look a bit nicer for you guys. It's immediately all dirty. Immediately. All of this. I don't know why it always is like this. And in the meantime, that stuff over there can drip and get a bit more, what is it called? Dry. Can get a bit drier. What's that in the sky? It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Superman. Ah, that's a good one. Right. We're gonna move into watching some memes in a few moments. And by the way, I got the first time one of my videos got, I don't know what the right word is. Like it got geo-blocked and restricted. It got restricted. Because one of the memes had a song in the background that was copyrighted. Dangerous is the life of a content creator and streamer, it seems. Dangerous. Always on the brink of being cancelled and losing the monetization and everything. I mean, I'm not getting anything, so I don't care. But if I lived off of it, it would be weird. Like you lose the whole video and everything because of 5 or 6 seconds of song. I don't know how this whole copyright system works, I gotta admit. It's most likely a great idea and everything, I assume, for the creators. But I don't know, I think it's weird. I'm too much an internet guy who grew up with use whatever you want to use and everything should be free. You know? That's how I grew up with the internet. But those times are long gone, right? Those times are long gone. There we go. Clean it up. Get all the residue off of the pot. Man, the pot is hot. That's my issue. It's really still hot. But I also don't dare to use cold water and everything because I don't want it to crack. So I try to use warm water because I want to have as little time wasted as possible. Because I want to get the broth in there as fast as possible, you know? It's not hot enough. Here it's better. Like I have no clue how this works. I don't want to have any, you know, like heat cracks or something like that, you know? And there's still some residue. And I heard I should only use the soft side, not the scrappy one. I assume the lady or the guy, no clue, the person that told me that with real passion in the comments about how she was really getting mad and how it was hurting her in the first video that I was using this crappy site. I assume that such a person will be right about such things. There we go, nice and clean. Nice and clean. So what is chat saying? Stupid Augie, yeah, damn the censorship, yeah, copyright landmines everywhere, yeah. We should start setting up a mesh net so that even if the worst happens, we can still get our Stu updates. A mesh net, oh man. I think for now we are safe, okay? We're kind of safe, I think. Just follow me on all of the different social media. I really don't believe that they will all ban me and censor me and cancel me at the same time. Like, that would really, really be surprising. I just don't believe it. Like, I really, really, really don't believe it. That a stew could suddenly become such a big issue. There we go. Nice. Nice. Great. How long did that take? Around the whole thing, around 5 minutes, 6 minutes, maybe 10. We're getting fast, my boys. We are getting fast. Right? So. Now. Yeah, alright, like this. I'm taking out the bone because the bone won't be needed. Hot. Shit. Ouch. I forgot that it still is hot in there. You know? And there is the second bone. But there was still a bone in there. I completely forgot about that one. Must have been in there for a week or something. This one. Yeah, there, this one. He was in there quite a while. Respect. Goodbye. Man, every time I watch you, you hurt yourself. Yeah? Kinda. No, yesterday we had an episode without a single ouch. Okay? Without a single ouch. You gotta respect it. So. There. There. Now we're gonna there we go. There we go. Nice. We let it go down. And while this goes down, we clean it up right at the same time because we want it all nice and clean. And I learned by now that if we do it fast and clean it up immediately, it's way less work. And these things take a few minutes anyway. Like letting it drip down, cleaning it here, doing this, doing that, you know? So there we go. That the pot is clean again. Now the next thing for us to do. We're still gonna need something. There we go. So. Now. Oh man, I'm worried about it falling into the pot from the weight, you know? because now what we do, nice, works. Nice, 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 nice. We got it. Great. There we go. Just letting it sit here. Gonna clean it up right after. What does the chat say? Well, I wasn't watching yesterday. Yep. So my point still stands. Don't you have one with 2 hooks? Well, in other words, you are the one who causes me to get hurt, because if you don't watch, I'm fine. If you watch, I'm suddenly in danger, huh? Oh, right, I completely forgot. Guys, I forgot. Sorry. I don't even know if you all watched the taste video today. Let me run the taste video. Sorry. Just in case someone missed it. 20. There we go. 5 days the kettle's been through. Not quite a feast, but a solid stew. Welcome, my dear friends. Today is an interesting day because I have bad and good news. I think one of the most important things that I have to accept with the Perpetual stew is that it will be an eternal fight against bitterness. I don't know what I messed up. It's not that bad. If I forgot to add something sweet, if I forgot to salt it more, or if we should have added more acidity, but the bitterness is coming back. It's not in a very bad way, don't worry. We're still in a solid, nice area. We can eat nicely. All of the ingredients from yesterday are well in it. The broth tastes very good. We don't have that bad type of bitter, but I'm getting very sensitive to it because it's a signal that I need to course correct. That's why my palate has become hypersensitive, I think, towards this one taste or flavor. Overall, the pieces are good, the carrots are nice, the celery root is nice. I'm surprised how well the sausage pieces still hold inside of the stew even after a few days. Really nice to bite into them still. Really awesome. The cabbage is making it a bit too bitter by now because we had a lot of cabbage. But for what I've got planned for our little experiment with the peasant stew, Central European, Eastern European taste, it still works well. And the next experiment that I don't want to spoil and show you in the next videos, I think will work very well with the taste that we've got right now. And with that, I would say we've got a solid 7.5 out of 10. And I'll be looking forward to see you again. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. There you go. That was the old video. Well, our today's video. Now I'm going to let this right here stay. Just waiting for it to like drop a bit more of its fluid down. Slowly and steady. While we prepare for something else. There you guys see. Well, the video is going to be bad, but you can see it like this. Wait, I can pull it closer. Yep. There we go. Sorry. I don't mean to. I have to learn a bit about this. Sorry. And now we're gonna get these strudelteige. But first we're going to... now I realize what I forgot. I should have got myself a pinsel. What is pinsel in English? Pinsel. Like what the painters have. A brush. I should have got myself a brush. So we're gonna use the chloroform technique. There. Getting a bit of oil on there. Gonna do it in a more brutal way. Yeah, I don't have a brush, man. Well, I'm gonna use my hand. Simple as that. Gonna get a brush for this kind of job soon. Blech. So that's how it works right now. We're gonna see how that works. So, chat making fun of me. You must use it often. Yeah. In the chloroform technique. Yeah. So pretty quiet today in the chat, huh? People are so astounded and curious, sitting on the edge of their seats just to find out what I'm gonna do. I know, guys. I know. So let's look at what this is even, and how does this look. First time ever that I use those. I have no clue what this will be like. Okay. I have no clue how to use those, man. Okay. So how do I use that now? Oh shit. Okay, I think I timed it wrong. I should have prepared the filling earlier. I should have prepared the filling much earlier. Well, that's what we're gonna do now. There. So, there we go. Sadly, I still can't show you the stuff. I would like to, but I can't. I don't have a camera that works in a way that I can show it. But we'll find a solution for that someday. There. Nice. So what am I gonna do? I'm going to put some butter in there for now. We're going to use a little chunk of butter, not much, just a little bit. So, like that. Like this amount. Do you see it? Like this amount. The rest will be for a bit later. There we go. Now I have to find out how to use that stuff. There we go. So Let me see. Just trying to see if I find something. More but is always morally righteous. Yep. Better too much than too little. Okay.
Geschäft. Ich habe hier 2 Blätter, die habe ich auf ein Küchentuch gelegt und im nächsten Schritt befeuchte ich die mit Wasser. Ihr könnt natürlich Butter nehmen, wenn ihr wollt, oder Öl, je nachdem, was ihr möchtet. Anschließend kommen die Äpfel dran. Ich habe die grob geschnitten, die Schale habe ich dran gelassen, weil ich finde, dass diese Farbe doch ein bisschen Kontrast gibt im Ganzen. Und wenn ich sie schön verteilt habe, einmal quer, kommt der Zucker drauf.
I'm just watching a little video about how to use this. Aha! Second-hand cooking video experience, yeah. Well, such is life sometimes, you know? No. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to put the sensor back into the broth and turn it on. Nice, so that it keeps heating. Nice. Sadly, you don't see anything. I'm sorry about that. I hope we get another can soon. I'm mashing it all together, like potato mashed or something like that. I'm just using my, what is it? The fork. And just so you see it. There you go. Now, like just mashing it all like this. You know, so that we get a nice good mass for the strudel. The heat is not to cook, because we don't need to cook. Everything is cooked through more than enough, but rather to get the moisture out. Yeah, what is chat saying? Staff cam. Yeah. I need around a bit over $100 for the staff cam. So that thing will take a while before we have it. Sorry. It's on the Ko-fi channel already. Maybe if I get a few good contracts, maybe I will consider buying it myself. Because I think it would be nice if you guys saw the stuff and what I'm doing there. While we wait for this mass, we'll go through today's newest. Let's see if we have any new memes, any new videos or not. Yeah, we got one.
Those bastards turned a whole generation of Americans into
Great cooks.
their damn subliminal advertising.
Timmy, where's Lassie?
She's out in the orchard, Ma. Peaches are coming in mighty early this year.
Garlic.
You know what they say, Timmy. Early peaches, long summer.
Garlic.
What's that, Lassie?
100 cloves of garlic.
Now, was that subtle enough? Was it subtle enough for you guys to fall for it? Do you see what kind of psychological warfare I'm suspected to? What they do with me? That's the kind of stuff that is sent to me. I suddenly feel inspired to consume 100 cloves of garlic. Perhaps throw it in a stew. Oh, maybe. That would be one wild idea. Yeah, and here are a few pictures. I think this one I already showed you yesterday. This was inspired by me being late yesterday, I was told. Okay? Right, instead of my finger I can use the spoon. The spoon? Yes, spoon. Just a tiny bit of oil. There we go. And one of the new amine, this one. And this one I really thought was kind of weird. That was cool. So, how much should I add into the strudel? That's a question now that I have. What do you guys think? Is that enough? Ah, you don't see it. Wait. Enough memes, we're cooking. There you go. Is that enough? What do you guys say? Like this. Man, I have no clue. I've never done strudel before. I have absolutely zero experience or knowledge or logic or anything or experience or whatever. I'm just as complete hot, as lost and unknowledgeable as everyone else here. Okay. Well, the first one already broke, as you can see here. And then we're gonna try the second one. Like, I really don't think they will taste good. I gotta be honest. I'm really gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think that this is gonna work. That's enough. But you only learn through trial, right? I think that means that it was too much filling. I think it means that I'm just bad at this, like how I roll, how I move and everything. I realize I should have what is it called? Like a rag underneath, so that I don't pull on the duff itself, but on the rag, and then I can move it easier. Also, I should have more have one complete overlap instead of just this half. That's just what I believe. Might be random, completely wrong thought. See, the second one is already much better. There, nice, isn't it? See, the second one worked much nicer. Follow your ancestral spirit. I think that means that it was too much filling. Yeah. It should be in your blood. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows what my ancestral is, you know? And now let's try one of those burek things. Burek. First was strudel. Now we try burek. Okay. What am I supposed to do here? Huh? Hey, oh, that's sticking together. Why is it sticking? It shouldn't be sticking, should it? What the hell is going on? Uh-huh. What is going on here? Okay. Another thing of which I have absolutely no clue. So give me a few seconds. I have no clue how. What paper? We're gonna get it all done. Don't worry. Don't worry. Let me just see how. Let me watch a short video. Okay. Let's see how. Let me watch some kind of random video.
Fertige Teigblätter und die gibt es in jedem türkischen Supermarkt im Kühlregal. Das schon mal vorher geschmolzen. Ihr gebt einfach alle
There, this is what I need.
und verteilt sie auch schön bis an die Ränder. Achtet dabei auch darauf, die Soße ab und an zu verrühren, damit sich alle Zutaten gut vermischen können. Und pro Börek benutze ich ca. 4 bis 5 Esslöffel der Soße.
Okay, I should have prepared some kind of sauce. As far as I can tell.
Dann kommt noch die dritte und letzte Schicht des Baklava-Teiges darauf und wird komplett etwas Soße beträufelt.
Okay, forget it. Okay, forget it. I messed it up. It should have, for this, what I wanted to do. It seems that you usually... Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, give me a second. There we go. I give it one first. I should have prepared a sauce for it, as far as I heard now, so that it isn't too dry. Well, I don't have any sauce ready, so we're just gonna have to make do. That's life for us, huh? Right? That's just how this is. It will be a nice experiment. Here we go. I have no clue, as I said, if this will work or not. But, and I think I'm using way too much of this Duff prepared. I should have rolled it in at the beginning. Well, now it's too late. There we go. I have no clue if these were good ideas or not, or if it's gonna work or not. No idea, no clue, nothing. Absolutely zero idea. Isn't this stew basically a sauce anyway? Well, we're gonna find out. That's what we're gonna find out today. So a bit of oil so that it doesn't burn, I think. The one I completely messed up, clearly. Man. This is effed up. This is bad. Something, everything is a mistake until it's not. Yeah, exactly. Such is life. Sometimes you gotta try out stuff, right? And no one, well, at least I haven't won at my first trial so far. Now we're gonna let this thing run. So we're going to let this run while we prepare the rest. Got it? Nah, I can't. Looks so bad I can't even take images, man. It just looks awful. Awful. So with that, we're getting ready for finally the stew itself again, because this is a perpetual stew channel after all, right? I mean, I want to test other things too, like I just did, but its main focus stays and will be the stew itself. So let me clean the pan and prepare for today's special, because I hope you guys remember what our goal is today. We are preparing this stew for what do we prepare it for? Shrek mixing. Exactly. That's what we're doing. Where's the meme? Yeah, Shrek mixing. That's our goal today. There. What's the time? Like 20:55. Tell me in 15 minutes to check on the things in the oven, please, okay? Now we're gonna use a bit of butter. And today's ingredients will be bacon, There we go. Bacon cubes. And onions. Absolutely insane what we're gonna do. Yep. I'll brown the what is it called? Speck bacon, the bacon cubes. I'll brown them in butter. And while I do that, I'm going to prepare a few onions. There we go. Speck für Schreck, Specktime, yeah! Oh, I'm not sure if you could even see it. There we go. 1, 2. We're gonna have some nice big onions. I think 4 are a good amount for today. And garlic. And some garlic. There. Now let me ask the clanker. We want to prepare the stew for the Shrek mixing with all of the onions. I strained it now. There's no solids left. And I want to add 3 or 4 onions, big onions, into like a liter, 1.5 liter of broth. Should the onions be cut into small dices, into big chunks, into lines? What is a good way to cut them for this purpose? Half moons, it says. Okay. It says the best thing for us would be thin slices and half moons. Okay. I can accept that. So now let me throw in the bacon cubes. There. I just threw in the bacon cubes into the pan. Nice. There you go. Just so you can see it too. There you go. Bacon cubes, nice. And while they get brown, I'll cut the onion down. First onion immediately is giving me trouble. Because it's not a normal one. No half moon design, nope. It's too half already. There we go. So how would I cut those, huh? Good enough. I can work with that. Oh, wait. There, so you can see better. There. How many onions should we use? 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay. 3 or 4 of them. Dum, 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 dum. So, I just like cooking with people. Wait, what? Man, I love bacon. Man, I love onion. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely best of the best. And we had the garlic and we're happy. Absolutely top food. It's track maxing and peasant maxing today. And the nice little bacon cubes are getting a nice color. Too, they're getting really nice. There. There was 2. Now let's get a third one, right? We don't want to be shy about the onions. There we go. There we go. All right. Well, let's just throw it away, this one. This layer. There we go. Nice half measure again. Go. All right. Yeah. There we go. There we go. We're getting the bacon out of the pan. I'm gonna admit, I think for the consistency, the bacon will be not the best. Because it will have a lot of little chunks to bite into. But for the taste, I think it will be great. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. Let's keep that inside. Let's add some oil again. There. There. Just a bit. 4 more minutes. Ah, shit. Okay, I clearly messed up. We had the complete wrong time. The things in the oven are already burned. Like the ends, they're already burnt, already black. Ah. Sadly, we messed up there. Yeah, man, sorry. I will still try and make it finished and see if the middle is okay. But like the little end pieces where it's only stuff and nothing else, and no oil and nothing, you can forget. Completely messed up. And I mean completely. Now a stuff can would be cool to show it. Getting the onion done. And the little, yeah. Now the onion, the garlic cloves. Really don't want to mess it up today. But I think in the middle it's not that bad. 99 more cloves of garlic. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go, a big one. Just for you. I'm a bit surprised so many people were in chat just moments ago, and now it's so quiet. Did we lose them somehow? Didn't even have a connection reset this time or anything. That's why I'm surprised. There we go. There. Nice. There you go. Sorry, I was quiet for a bit. I was just way too focused on the onions. For a few moments I was mesmerized, lost in the world of the cloves. I wonder if soup dreams of one day becoming a stew. Well, I don't think so. I think each of them have their own purpose in life and are just perfect the way they are. I love soup, and I don't think when I eat the soup that it should be a stew, you know? Soup is a soup and it's nice. Just the way it is. So, now I'm never sure about this caramelization of onions. We are going the Shrek mixing route. And in the meantime I can clean it up a bit, the rest. Great. And maybe I'll be finished with cleaning up and everything just as we're about finished with cooking too. So. Nice. Starting to get a bit nicer color. Nice. With the stew with the stuffed cam, it would really be more interesting, right? There we go. So, I just use some water and brown sugar when I want to caramelize my onions. Well, maybe I should do that. Maybe that would be a much smarter and faster method. And I'll be honest, I don't even caramelize them. I just think I let them brown a bit and that's it, you know. But it's nice. Man, I have no clue how long to bake that stuff. Like, I have no clue when to get the screw out, and I have an old-fashioned gas stove with no lights in it, so I can't see anything. You know? Just keep it in there a bit longer. And yeah, just pull it out, I know, but still, it's like, Also, isn't it like kind of like cheating to use brown sugar and stuff? I mean, the important thing is to have the acids and aminos and whatever, become sweet. Isn't that what it's all about? Yeah, that's where we're at. So, I see more is happening along the natural process. Yeah, true. Caramel Zwiebeln. Well, caramel is just melted sugar, right? Yeah, I mean it's true, but as far as I understand it, the goal is not to make them sweet, but the goal is to have their own ingredients in them become sweet. Like the amino acids or something like that. They're supposed to get transformed through the heat, through the slow heat, into something else to change the taste. And it's not about, okay, just pour sugar on it to make it sweet. But then again, I have no clue. Yeah, this looks nice. You see more helping along. Yeah. This looks nice. So, let me see. Just give me a second. I'll be with you in a few moments again. Ah, man. You got the computer is freezing and everything. Yep. And while we wait for the onions to be caramelized, can you do me a favor? And can you try the orders and the commands of the bot again? Yeah, it's working. It's working. Nice. It's working is great. Weird. Oh yeah, you can't spam the commands. I have cooldowns. Like some can only be done every 5 minutes, some can only be done every 10 minutes, and so on. So that not one user can spam the whole chat the whole time. And I think it's like, for example, the room generally has a cooldown, for example, for the score of 1 minute or 5 minutes, and the specific user has a cooldown of 10 minutes. With the, I think with social media it was like 10 minutes for the room and 30 minutes for the user. Because you don't need to get the chat links that often. They're in the chat. If you want them again, you can just scroll up or down, you know. We're far away from having so many viewers that the chat gets completely... Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, slowly browning them, slowly caramelizing them. I want that sweet, sweet onion taste in the broth. For tomorrow. That's my goal. There we go. Yeah. Something fell down. Nice. There we go. That's how they look now. I'm still surprised about how silent the chat is. We have like 10 people in the chat. And yeah, the commands work. I managed to get the basics done so far. Sadly, I have a bit of too much work to do. So I can't fool around with the bot in the next days, most likely. Maybe I can, but I can't promise. I think it might have to wait until next weekend. There we go. There we go. Oh, so. Ah, you didn't scare them off. Yarnikov, you are great. You are a pleasure to be with. And we are having a nice little... What time is it? I mean, it's all over the world, you know. It's Sunday, everyone is relaxed. Who knows what's going on? There we go. Nice. I think with that, it's over. Give me 5 minutes. Warn me in 5 minutes, okay? I'm going to give the strudel and the rest one hard finish to make it brown and nice and crispy and everything. I assume we're gonna burn quite a bit of it too, but that's something I'm willing to do. I just learned at least how it works now. For next time, I'm ready for the strudel. There we go. Now let's crush the garlic. That's nice. There we go. That's our little Shrek mixing arc. Right. Timer, good idea. I could do that with the bot. I could create a timer. Great idea. Thank you. That's a great idea. To tell the bot, and then when the time is over, it goes or makes a message or something. There we go. Now we're gonna ask the clanker a few things. So, what other solids would be good mixed? I'll be adding into the old broth the onions and bacon cubes and garlic. That's basically all I have for now. Okay, it warned me that I should not use more than 80 to 100 gram of bacon cubes for the amount of broth I have, and I use 300 grams. So we're gonna have a bit too much, and it says it's going to be greasy. I don't care. I trust in the bacon cubes. I have huge trust in them. Yeah. I trust in them. So let's get the ingredients in. Ingredient drop time. There we go. Always funny that there's this little skin in there. Hot. So. Going to add the bacon cubes. There you see. We're going to add the garlic. And finally, we're going to add the onions. Nice. But there are a few too many still in the board. Now I'm going to deglaze it a bit. Just a little bit of this. There. just enough of the broth to be able to rub it off of the ground, all these aromas, all the taste and everything. This would be a perfect base for a sauce now, in my opinion. There we go. There we go. See this? This mixed with flour, and with that, we are finished, my friend, for today, regarding the stew, at least. Just regarding the stew, nothing else. There and there. Nice. And now we're gonna check out the next thing. What on? The timer is going off. Yep. Fuck. Ha. You see, this is already black, but this is not that bad, as far as I can tell, at least. See? Now let it just cool down a little bit. There we go. Next thing is this thing. Get the pan cleaned, and the dishes done, and then we're finished. How long did it take? What time is it? I was way too slow again, right? I bet, way too slow. Doesn't look too bad on stream. Cool. What is it? It's 21:40. Almost 2 hours. I was too slow again. Way too slow. I need to learn how to do these things faster. Way faster. There we go. Now I'm going to open it up. Interesting. Should that be so dry? I wonder. Maybe. I feel like it's too small, that's a problem. And too much filling for too little stuff. There, look at it. See that? Too much filling. This one I'm curious about. Wrong knife, okay. I can use the other knife. If you don't want to work with me this way, you can absolutely use the bread knife. What the f is going on there? There. This is awfully mixed. Look at that. It's all in one place. You see that? All of it at one place. I should have mixed it better. a thinner layer, but more widespread. Okay. This is just the way it is. Now wait and let it cool down a bit. And then we'll find out if it was worth it. Cinnamon rolls? Yeah, well, it's a strudel. We got deeply. Yeah, I'm telling him. Oh, Maple. Yo, Maple, what's up? I finished my burritos. What's going on? You really were doing burritos? I can't believe it. You left me hanging and all alone to make your own burritos? Oh, man. Well, we tried something. These here, this is strudel and this is burek. We tried it. And the pieces are here. All of them awful. And I'm letting them just cool down a bit so I can try them right after. As usual with me, my first attempt would be bad. But we will learn out of it and see how we can adapt and make it better. We like to make food at the same time, it seems. Well, and it's not cinnamon rolls, but yeah, kind of like Apfelstrudel. You know? Let me show you. Most likely got it way too dry. That's the issue. I'll wait before I take upper. Let's there. Yeah, like this Krautstrudel was what I was attempting. This is what these two should be. Okay, these two should be. You can't see it with the. These two, this and this and this and this. These two should be this. Krautstrudel. And the other thing, I tried is more like burek. Would be something like this. That's this one. Just in the wrong form. Like this. Well, it's at least what I hoped for to achieve and what was my goal. There we go. Everything's nice and clean. This is a bad position because you have fluid on you. And I put the rack to hang right above. Bam! Yeah, as usual, I'm trying to be very weird here. I'm doing stuff that I should not do. But such is life. You know what it's like, right? There. There. Nice. Let's put this aside over here. Yeah, nice. I like it. This. Having a nice clean kitchen is nice. Kind of nice. There. We put all of that away. Nice. I'm just cleaning it up. And how did the burritos taste? I'm just waiting for my food to get cool, chill, and then I can try it out myself too. Really curious to see how it tastes. If I completely messed up, and waste it. I mean, I know it's not going to be good. I'm just not good enough at these things yet. But what is important is just a question: is it interesting and good enough of an ingredient to use to stew solids or not? That's really all I want to know. I mean, in my opinion, it must be a yes. It must be. But I have to learn how to use it. Like, what ingredients, how long cooking, what can I take out, what not. This time I just strained it completely, but I wouldn't have to strain it. I could use a strainer and just take exactly the amount I need. Right. You see? There we hang this, nice. Nice, it's all hanging. Nice. Nice. Wow, kinda cool. Imagine a burrito but with flaky duff, yeah. There we go again. Pretty good. I made breakfast burritos, bacon, eggs, cheese and peppers. Wow, that sounds good. That sounds great, man. Now try my strudel. First attempt, strudel. I clearly messed it up now that I realize it, because the lower side is completely burned. Shit. I didn't realize how the bottom is burned. Sorry. Now let me record that. Completely burned on the ground. Shame. Shame. But it's not bad. It is bad. But the filling is not bad. This is the important part of the test. The filling worked out. It tastes good in the duff. It tastes interesting. It has a nice taste to it. In my books, yes, Yavnukov, in my books, this is still a victory. We found out that it works. You saw me make a dozen mistakes this time that I won't be doing next time. And now for the burek. Like look at that. That's just completely wrong. So like there's just this, and then there's just filling. I should have splayed it out way more. Too hot. Way too hot. Hey, Nimmerlander. Did you even watch while you're around? We're quiet the whole time. And yeah, Maple, it's the solids from the stew. That's why I added so much cabbage recently, because I wanted to test just 2 days cabbage in the stew, where I know it's not getting too bitter, and then use the cabbage and the other stuff like the beans and the carrots and so on as filling for a cabbage strudel. We'll be trying that English pie style too. Don't worry. We're gonna try that out soon too. I'm just going through the stuff that I know. Because like with the meat pie, I don't know how it should taste. These things I know how they should taste. And I can compare it to, okay, usually it tastes like this. With these ingredients, it's different. How different is it? Is it bad different, or is it okay, it could work? Or I just have to adapt it a little bit? Like, it is easier for me to judge if it works or not, stuff that I can compare. Like, I know what a cabbage strudel should taste like with fresh cabbage. And so I can see, does it work with a 2-day cooked stew cabbage or not? And that's mostly what I wanted to find out. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. What, Teig? Strudel, Teig, dough? Dough? I don't know how you say dough. Dough. D-O-U-G-H. Dough. In German, it's Teig. Teig. T-E-I-G. Teig. Dough? 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 Dove? What are you talking? Ow. Like, ow, I hurt myself. It's not that bad. I need to learn how to use that. But it will work. That I'm sure of. And if it would work, I could easily freeze that now. If it had been well made. And I could freeze it and I could have food. You are really I was really confused all stream long until just a moment ago when I realized what you meant all stream when you said Dove. Yeah, man. I mean, oh man, why didn't you tell me? What? This stuff is so dry. I mean, it's not that it is kind of bad. It is bad. I got myself some water already. There. And I don't like it. I'm hungry. And I want to understand its taste, so I try and analyze it. And I try to think up, okay, what if I had it done it this way or this way? What is, like, I'm trying to analyze it and find solutions on how to make it better. I should really watch 2 or 3 videos about these things before I try them. Like, instead of buying the ingredients and then starting, and only once I've started to even start watching a video. But it works. The filling works. That's the important part. It's working. Out of the stew and into the trash. Hey. That's sad. That's kind of sad. And now some sour cream with this, and it would be still bad, but better. Oh yeah. Cocktail sauce. Tastes absolutely awful with cocktail sauce. Those two don't go along at all. Blech. Now I need sour cream or something like that. Coq de vin. It's a Neil Young reference just because I found it funny. Like you get with the Chinese guys. What kind of tales those? Coq de vin. Coq's always the win. Numero uno. Cocktail sauce here is ketchup, horseradish, and Tabasco. That's weird. The burnt part is too strong. I can't taste it properly. I can't taste it properly. The burnt part just overpowers everything else. No chance. We're going to see how it goes. There we go. I'm finished for today. I'm sad because it didn't work out the way I hoped that I would get it to taste nice. I'm gonna be honest. I really hoped they would be nice. That I would get a proper win. But I didn't. And that's part of life sometimes. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all incredibly. I'm Austrian, why should I be Finnish? I don't get the joke. Today, I tried it and I failed, and that is part of life. But we learned something. And the stew itself tasted good. I forgot to change the next live session text. Ah, man. There we go. Changed. Yeah, the next try. I don't know when I'll be trying the next strudel, but we'll see. For now, I hope and look forward to our Shrek mixing experiment. That's what I hope will work out nicely. There we go. And tomorrow, we'll see what we'll do tomorrow. Depends on the taste report. Time for tea and chocolates. Well, I don't have tea. Tea I have, but I don't have chocolates. I only got my strudel, which doesn't taste good. And the stores are already closed. Well, we'll see what I'll be doing. Yeah, it's gonna heat up. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a great pleasure to have you with me. I thank you all very, very much for being here with me, for taking the time. It was a pleasure, an honor, a lot of fun. And with that, wait, let me change the text just to make sure. Next drop, 16th March, 8 p.m. There we go. And with that, I'm going to mute. Yeah, as you can see, I turned it back on. It's already at the heat where it's staying. Thank you, Yarmukov. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. I'll be in the chat anyway, but I have to get muted now and sit down after this failure. But you were awesome, as usual. And with that, I bid you all goodbye. Oh yeah, and feel free to test out the bot orders. They should work for everyone now.